going to train, that's what it needs to be. You need to be going to train. You don't need to be hitting the buzzer, going in, hitting the alarm, sleeping in until 8:15 because you were tired, because we can all make excuses. We can all make excuses. If you said, I'm going to read 10 pages a day, that's what you need to do, because after 2 weeks, after a month, guess what's happening? Now, you're starting to trust yourself subconsciously, because you're building a reputation within yourself that I will do what I said that I would do. I'm going to stop eating sugar tomorrow, and you will stop eating sugar. But if you break your word midday and you get weak and you say, you know what, I need to have a candy bar, and you continue to do this, you're not going to trust yourself subconsciously. You'll always say something. The body will say, yeah, I heard you say it before, a million times before, but you won't be taken seriously. Just like you won't be taken seriously with other people. You won't take yourself seriously. And that's the worst thing in the world. That you don't take yourself seriously. That you don't trust yourself. Wherever you go, there you are. You are wherever you are. Whether you're in Europe, whether you're in Asia, whether I'm in Africa, this is me. I take myself wherever I go. Whether I'm in South America, I take myself wherever I go. So it's important for me to be able to trust myself, to build the trust through daily habits by simply doing one thing, and that is just doing what I said that I would do. If I said that I'm not eating any meat all week or all month or all week, that's what I need to stick to. And that's also a communication to the cosmos, to the universe, that I can be trusted. Because if I'm asking for something, in my mind, if I want something, then, and I'm saying, listen, this is what I want, I can be trusted energetically in the quantum field, in the metaphysical world. I can be trusted as a person that's going to take care of the thing that I'm desiring, because I have a track record of doing so. So that's very important. Also, to build the confidence, you're going to have to make it a point, because this is very important. You're going to have to disappoint many people. You're going to disappoint others so that you don't disappoint yourself later. This is how you're going to reach your potential. And so that means that you will need the ability to say no to different things. Too many times we're doing things that we don't want to do. All complacer is the word in Spanish. I can't think of the word in English, but it's complacer. To not to pleasure, but to appease other people. We do that too many times. So you have to be okay with disappointing people, letting them down, not in a negative way. Letting them down in a way that, listen, I won't be able to do this. Why? Because I've got prior commitments to myself. I have things that I have to do, or it's something that I don't want to do, that I don't feel comfortable with doing. You are raising your self-esteem. You are raising your confidence. Because what you're saying is, I'm not going to do things that do not align with me. In a good way. Some things it's good to help people, right? It's, of course, especially if you have a family or you have friends. Friends do things for friends, right? Obviously, we do things for family. But in a large part, you have to be able to say no. To say, no, this is not for me. I'm not going to do this. I don't want to do this. And so disappointing others is key so that you don't disappoint yourself in the long run. This is it. So I will disappoint somebody. I will not go somewhere that maybe someone wants me to go that I don't feel like aligns with me, so that I don't disappoint myself. Yes, we can adjust and we can do things in a special occasion, but all in all, you have to have the ability to stand firm with who you truly believe that you are. And that's going to build confidence. That's going to build trust, because it's not going to matter who goes against you. What's going to matter is you're willing to stand and operate on certain principles and ethics. And people will know that about you. And the beautiful part is, the more you seek acceptance, the more you're going to be used. So you don't seek acceptance. What you seek is respect. And when you seek the respect, you're going to get the acceptance. And you'll get the acceptance for who you are. Not for who you're trying to be, a mask that you're holding up because why you're appeasing other people. Because it's going to be hard to hold it up. That works on your system. That works on your stress. So our job is to maintain the confidence and grow the trust within ourselves. So in the hour when it's necessary, in a real situation, we can be trusted to stand up. We know we're going to stand up for the real thing. We're not going to be on weak foundation. If I trust myself, if I built up the trust, then for sure somebody else can trust me. It's a guarantee. It's for sure that I can be trusted. Because I've done things for myself, and I'm going to do them for other people. Why? Because of the golden rule. How you do one thing, you're going to do everything, in large part. In large part. So what we're doing is we're building habits. We're building habits. We're building up these habits, and these habits flow into characteristics, right? And then it falls into personality, so it all comes together. And so we have a well-formed personality. We have well-formed behaviors. We are people that can be trusted because we have learned how to trust ourselves. And we built that trust by doing what we said that we would do. That's the simple answer of it and to it. But you lose trust in yourself subconsciously by continuing to say things and then you don't do it. And we don't realize the damage that we do to ourselves when we do this. Because this is severe damage for you not to be able to trust yourself. For you to go into a situation, because there's always rollover into other areas of your life. So now it starts to be when you don't feel like doing something, now you're not going to do it. And it may be something that's very necessary for you to do, but because you don't feel like it, you're not going to do it because you haven't built up the trust. You haven't disappointed others. And so you'll always disappoint yourself. Because you haven't built up the trust in yourself that you're going to do the right thing and when no one's looking. That's when you truly judge. When no one's looking, that's really who you are. That's who you are. So when no one can see me here, whatever I'm doing behind closed doors, this is who I truly am. Of course, there's those private moments. We have those private moments, of course. You know that. Not everybody's perfect. No one's perfect. It's not even about not everybody. No one's perfect. But we're talking about building ourselves, building the trust within ourselves. If I can't trust myself, it's also going to be hard for me to trust other people. People that might be trustworthy because I can't recognize the characteristics of a trustworthy person because I'm not trustworthy. And that's also going to help for me discerning for the people that are coming in and out of my life. Because if I live a certain way, then I can identify the characteristics in a person that are solid, that are stand up, that are trustworthy. But if I'm not living that life, it might be difficult for me to identify. It's like authority. It's like rules. And, if I had a woman, let's say I had a woman that's not used to any type of authority, that's not used to taking direction or leadership, that maybe didn't grow up with her dad or any male figures, she would be looking at me like I was offending her by suggesting certain things that's going to bring order. organization that's going to prevent chaos, because organization does prevent chaos. But if she's used to living a certain way without any leadership, she's going to look like my leadership or the things that I'm suggesting there are an affront to who she is, and she's going to look at that like I'm hating or like I have a problem. She's going to look at that in that way because she didn't grow up with that. She didn't see that. So she can't identify it. So her selections in a man will be based upon whatever she saw growing up, which was probably not good. So she's not going to recognize something that's good for her if she's never had that thing. So it'll be a guessing game. And it'll be a lot of friction. There'll be reticence to fall under the guidance or the leadership. She will look like, well, nobody's going to tell me what to do. That's how that would look. So when you don't go through these things, when you don't understand and go through the process of building yourself and trusting yourself and simply following through and doing what you said that you would do, this is the easiest way to build the trust.